The city streets were a tapestry of neon lights and shadows, a symphony of life and movement. I walked briskly, the echoes of my footsteps the only company I had in the cold night. My breath misted in the air as I navigated the labyrinthine alleys, seeking the quickest route to my apartment. The shadows seemed to dance around me, whispering secrets that only the night could hear. A chill ran down my spine as I realized I had taken a wrong turn. The alley before me was narrow and dimly lit, the buildings towering on either side like silent sentinels. The air felt heavy, charged with an ominous energy. I quickened my pace, eager to escape the claustrophobic embrace of the alley. And then he appeared. He stepped out from the shadows, his presence so sudden that my heart skipped a beat. Dressed in dark clothing that seemed to absorb the feeble light, he exuded an air of elegance that contrasted with the grim surroundings. His features were sharp and striking, his eyes the color of a moonlit sky. "Lost, are we?" he said, his voice smooth like velvet, carrying a hint of amusement. I blinked, my heart still racing from the shock of his sudden appearance. "Yeah, I must have taken a wrong turn." He smiled, revealing gleaming white teeth that seemed almost too perfect to be real. "Happens to the best of us." I started to turn away, ready to continue on my way, but something held me in place. His gaze was intense, like he was seeing right through me. I took an involuntary step back, my instincts warring with a strange fascination. "Curious, aren't you?" he said, his lips curling into a knowing smile. His words were a trap, drawing me in against my better judgment. I swallowed hard, my mouth suddenly dry. Curious about what? He stepped closer, his movements almost predatory. About the night, about the secrets it holds. My heart raced as his words seemed to wrap around me like a spell. The world around us faded, and all that existed was the dark alley and the enigmatic stranger before me. "I have a proposition for you," he continued, his voice like a whisper that echoed in the depths of my mind. I should have been afraid, should have turned and run as far away as possible. But something about him held me captive, an invisible force that seemed to pull me closer. "What kind of proposition?" I asked, my voice betraying a mixture of fear and intrigue. He tilted his head slightly, his eyes locking onto mine. "Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the realm of the ordinary? Have you ever felt the allure of the unknown?" His words resonated with a truth I had never admitted to myself. The mundane routines of life had always left me yearning for something more, something beyond the ordinary. And in this alley with this stranger, it felt like the possibility of the extraordinary was within my reach. "I have," I admitted, my voice barely more than a whisper. He took another step closer, and I could feel the heat radiating off his body, a stark contrast to the chilly night air. "I can offer you a taste of that world," he said, his eyes holding mine in a mesmerizing gaze. My heart pounded in my chest, a mixture of fear and exhilaration coursing through my veins. "What do you mean?" He smiled, a smile that was equal parts beguiling and unsettling. "I can show you a life beyond the confines of mortality, a life where you'll never age, never get sick, never feel pain." The words hung in the air, a tantalizing offer that seemed too fantastical to be real. And yet, as I looked into his eyes, a part of me believed him. The allure of escaping the limitations of human existence was too strong to ignore. "But what's the catch?" I asked, my voice trembling. His smile widened, revealing the sharpness of his teeth. "There's a price, of course. A price you must be willing to pay." A chill crept down my spine, the reality of the situation sinking in. This enigmatic stranger was offering me immortality, but at what cost? I struggled to find my voice, torn between the desire for something more and the fear of the unknown. "Think it over," he said, his voice like a seductive whisper. "I'll be waiting." With that, he turned and disappeared into the shadows, leaving me standing alone in the alley. The world seemed to come back into focus, the sounds of the city returning with a jolt. My heart raced, my mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. As I walked back to my apartment, the encounter replayed in my mind like a haunting melody. Immortality. The offer was tempting, the promise of escaping the mundane routines of life, of experiencing the world in a way that few ever could. But the price remained a mystery, and the stranger's unsettling presence left me with a lingering unease. Days turned into weeks, and I couldn't shake the memory of that fateful night. The shadows of the alley seemed to follow me, a constant reminder of the choice I had been presented with. I found myself walking the streets at night, drawn to the alleys like a moth to a flame. And then, one night, as the moon hung low in the sky, I saw him again. He stepped out from the darkness, his eyes locking onto mine with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. "Have you made your decision?" he asked, his voice a hypnotic melody. I hesitated, my heart torn between the allure of the unknown and the fear of what I might lose. But deep down, I knew that I couldn't escape the truth, that there would always be a price to pay for power beyond imagination. "I have," I said, my voice steady despite the uncertainty. He smiled, his teeth glinting in the moonlight. "Then come with me." As he extended his hand, I took a step forward, crossing the threshold into a world that would forever change me. The alley seemed to stretch into infinity, a gateway to a reality beyond comprehension. And as I followed the enigmatic stranger into the depths of the night, I couldn't help but wonder what lay ahead. The secrets, the darkness, and the eternal life that awaited me in the embrace of the unknown.